I stole a gummy snake from an amusement park. I was punched in the head when I was in junior high. I was in an anti-tobacco commercial. I've pretended like I was normal. I trust people way more than I should. I've written to celebrities and gotten replies. I've stayed up all night at a LAN party. I read Wuthering Heights to look smart. I stood next to Michael Moore outside of a movie theater. Someone tried to steal me off of a ride at an amusement park. I think Doctor Who is real. My 8th grade English teacher had a crush on me. I've cried over characters that I've written. I've lied and said I was under 12 to pay children's prices. A man asked me to help him find his puppy, and I agreed. I've used somebody else's deodorant without them knowing. I've bitten off more than I can chew on several occasions. I went to a sleep doctor and found out that I have narcolepsy. I remember the first time I was embarrassed. I've cried because I didn't want to get out of bed. I lied and said my first kiss wasn't my first so that I didn't look stupid. I had a 2nd-degree sunburn when I was 6. Me and my best friend got locked out on the balcony of his apartment. Sometimes I laugh when people are crying. I lost my last tooth at 16. I cried in the shower after the finale of the 2nd season of the new series of Doctor Who. I've quoted at least one movie a day for most of my life. I had surgery on my toe a few months ago and had to be held down. People scare me. I've pretended like I was asleep so people wouldn't bother me. I've pretended that I was Scottish. I used to write really embarrassing poetry. I made a tattoo with a sharpee and pretended it was real. I read 24 novels last year. I've cried while driving at least 5 times. I like filling out surveys. When I was little, I put soap on the bottom of the tub to slide on and fell on a razor. I love people in general. I still sleep with a bear. I've faked about half the sicknesses I've ever had. I wrote an article about dating before ever going on a date. I threw up under my desk in grade school and didn't tell anybody. I'm afraid of the costumed people at amusement parks. I had tonsillitis and almost needed a breathing tube. I was prank called by a stranger who asked me if I was going to spank them. I've kept every letter and email that was ever written to me. I watched The Exorcist by myself and laughed. I was kicked out of the house and slept on a couch at my friend's apartment. I've made almost everyone I know cry. I've probably peed more times than any other human on the planet.